Hello, Blues, and happy Sunday. Well, I certainly hope it will be in about 2 hours' time, Dan. Crikey. Nerves have just started to kick in now, pal. How are you feeling?
Well, only one way to sum it up. Derby Day. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
I was saying yesterday on the preview show, buzzing, a little less confident now, but still buzzing nonetheless. So, yeah, fingers crossed we can capitalise on Liverpool cocking up again. Not that it mattered anyway, but just to top off a really good Sunday by putting the rags into place as well. So, fingers crossed we come home with, well, we are home. We could end the game with a big win.
a big win. Have you got your lucky pants on? Lucky socks? I've got my lucky
Oh,
snood
I
on.
never have anything lucky. 13's my lucky number for Christ's sake. So.
Well, we've seen the team news, haven't we? We've seen the team news. Let me just get it in front of me so I can talk it through, everybody. So we got Ederson, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, and Zinchenko. Midfield of Rodrigo, Gundogan, De Bruyne, and a front three of Mahrez, Sterling, and Jesus. So let's start right at the back here and go in. There's no Kyle Walker to stop any kind of imminent threat from a fast United counter-attack. What's your thoughts about that? Excuse me.
When that lineup's gone away completely away on everything I was saying yesterday morning, I kind of wanted Kyle Walker to start to, cement that if we got an early corner or a couple of corners early on in the first half, we'd have Kyle Walker drifting back and cutting out any counter attacks on that speedy United front line. It's no Cavani starting up front; it's Martial for them, and he's quick. He's not the best, but he's quick. So I would have preferred Kyle Walker to start. But say that, you can't take anything away how Cancelo's played this season. He's arguably one of the best players for City this season throughout and on a consistent level as well. So fingers crossed that what I said was completely wrong and Cancelo completely holds the line very well. Can't do it anyway, but no, yeah. No, I'm happy with that back line, especially with Zinchenko. I think he deserves a start.
Yeah, you mentioned about Zinchenko yesterday. Just quick hellos to Neil, Lorraine, James, Billy. Hope everyone's all right. And there's about 57 comments and 260 odd people, so I need to get on and say hellos to everybody. So yeah, hello to everyone. We're going to go back through time a little bit and go through all that. Yeah, you're right, Zinchenko. Huge game for him today, pal. Massive game, and I tell you what, it's a huge. Must be a huge confidence boost for him as well, because my lineup had Walker and Cancelo as our wing-back positions yesterday. So for Zinchenko to be playing, it's a big deal for him this game, pal.
100%. I think he can do it. He's come leaps and bounds this season. A lot of people were seeing him as not even in squad anymore. No matter what position he played him, just not in the squad in general. So he's really stepped up his game this season, and Guardiola's shown a lot of faith in him, and he's certainly rewarding him with that faith. And in the big games he's played in this season so far, he's really turned up in the big games. So
hasn't he just?
Fingers crossed he can continue that.
So let's look into our midfield. Obviously, there's no surprise in our defence with Stones and Diaz. The only potential would be Laporte in for Stones, but I think I'm happy with this. Let's solid from there. So we're going for a midfield of Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne. Great to see. We were talking beforehand. This needs to be a big game for De Bruyne. We need to, because he was giving some silly errors, some giving the ball away cheaply. Obviously, he's got moments of absolute brilliance in his foot, in both his left and his right feet. But we need him to be our star player today. If he turns up, everyone else turns up. We win this game, as far as I'm concerned. Do you want to have a quick moment talk about Rodri and Gundogan, where you see those two playing?
Well, my thoughts on Rodri. He's probably one of my favourite players in this City team. He really showed in the previous game on Tuesday, the first half especially, how good he is on the ball, and especially now he's been given that role to push forward as well. He's become a lot more an attacking defensive midfielder, if there is such a thing.
Yeah.
He's slowly but surely, in my eyes, becoming the Fernandinho of the past couple of years. He's really getting the knack of winning the ball and then on the turn pushing it up the field rather than sidewall passes. A lot of people was criticising him beginning of the season for doing that. He picks up the ball and not really offering much in terms of getting the attacks going.
Yeah.
But I think the past few months he's been really underrated, especially what he does on and off the ball. So I'm really happy he's starting, and especially with Gundogan alongside. I'd be interested to see out of Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan, which one's the further forward, whether they'll do that rotating, because we've seen recently Kevin De Bruyne switching positions So maybe Gundogan will be that fixed attacking midfielder, and Rodrigo will be playing in and around him and having the wingers come back.
That's an interesting call, mate. I can see both of those options, and I suppose it'll depend on if we've got possession and when we've not got possession and that type of thing. I suppose, won't it, to how that plays out? That's an interesting one to see. What we're doing in relation to Kevin De Bruyne then. So as I said, this needs to be a big game for him. I'm not surprised. I was expecting to see Kevin in a more advanced part of those front three tonight. I'm not too sure why. I think I mentioned about potential us dropping Jesus and putting Kevin in that false 9 stroke play everywhere type position. But obviously tonight he's going in the midfield, which is normally used to. So we'll move on from that. Jesus. This is a big game for Jesus. This is a game where if he gets a chance, we need to be seeing one-on-one conversions. It usually takes 2, 3 or 4 attempts, doesn't it, for him to get on the score sheet tonight, but we really need him to score tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I like what Guardiola's done, though. Aguero's obviously fit. He's scored a lot of goals against United and hit past, but I 100% prefer Jesus starting over Aguero, especially in a game like this, because United's back four, they can be really off-putting when they're under pressure. They sort of lose their heads a little bit. Maguire's not the best captain in the Premier League to organising a team. He's a vocalist, yeah, but he's not an organiser. So the way Guardiola set up that front three, we only really know that front five, if you include Gundogan and De Bruyne in this. Bar Mahrez, all of those players can rotate in positions all across that front line, advanced attacking midfield up to the forward role. Gundogan can play centre forward now. We've seen that in the past few months with him backing goals. So Jesus, for me, is going to be a really, really key aspect of how today and the whole game in general plays out, whether there's going to be that rotation and depending if he's going to drop deep to pick up the ball to allow such as Gundogan and De Bruyne to push forward and then Mahrez and Sterling per se after that. But yeah, I think this is a really good game for Jesus to really step it up tonight, and I think he will. I think he'll have a really good game.
Who's got the captain's armband? Have you seen that?
Most likely be Sterling, won't it?
Is he Sterling or
Kevin De Bruyne? Sorry,
Kevin. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Have a quick look at that.
I think it might be Sterling. He tends to have the captaincy when Fernandinho is not in the team, doesn't he?
Give me 2 minutes, mate. I just need to let Lee in. Give me 2 seconds.
Join us, you're joining me and Tom for the match day live watch along. If you didn't know, you only just joined. We're obviously discussing about the team formation, which is Ederson, Cancelo right back, Zinchenko, Diaz, Stones, Rodri in midfield with Gundogan, De Bruyne, and finishing up the spearhead of attack, Gabriel Jesus, Mahrez, and Raheem Sterling with Steffen, Walker, Laporte, Mendy, Fernandinho, Foden, Silva, and a couple of others I didn't quite see before it went up the screen there on the bench. It is Derby day. Derby day. So fingers crossed, as Lee has just joined us now. He's got his Mahrez mascot. Mahrez can have a belter tonight. And of course, there he is. As always. Let us know. Tom will probably issue these statements across every 2 minutes, as I normally do as well. Keep your comments coming, Blues. Let us know who your men to watch are, who your star performances are, and just what you expect from the game. And keep your score predictions coming through. I know Tom's just shouted a couple out. Billy, if you can hear us, Tom's just trying to get the screen sorted out, so you should see us anytime soon. But you should still be able to hear us. Let us know your score lines. And yeah, how are you doing, Lee?
Bit nervous, but we'll be all right, hopefully. I've got Mahrez with me, so we'll be fine. Got Mahrez here. Although, to be fair, if it does go wrong today, I'm blaming the missus. She put her trousers in the wash from the other night. And he went round the old cycle, so hopefully she ain't washed the luck out of him.
Dear me. Oh, well, you never know. It might be a good look. Might be have a whirlwind performance as well as a nice.
Might do. But he's still standing strong. That's the main thing.
That's good to hear. As long as it didn't go tumble dry and melted in his performances. Just to do a time check, what's on your screen at the moment?
I've got a goat chewing some chewing gum at the minute. And now it's gone to the pitch.
Oh, right. I see. A panoramic view of the stadium?
Yes, yeah. That's what I'm taking the knee.
Right, we're on par. That's all right then, because I can't pause it. I'm on Ultra HD, so I can't pause it for some reason. It doesn't allow me to.
Kicked off now.
And kickoff is on the way, Blues. United kickoff, as always. City playing from left to right first half. United gets on the way and immediately give a throw-in on the near touchline to City, in which Cancelo is going to take. Who's your man to watch out for today, then, Lee?
For them or us? For them, it's got to be Fernandez. For us, I think I need to be careful of every single one of them we've got out there. I'm confident.
Here's Martial breaking into the box for United. He's under
no way.
They've given an early penalty. 35 seconds in, United have got a penalty, a foul by Gabriel Jesus. Martial's taken down in the box. What a stupid start there. Martial skipping along the line. Gabriel, I don't really see much in that. Just seeing a closer replay. Gabriel Jesus sticks a leg, it kicks the back. Yeah, it's a penalty. Disastrous start here for City. Hopefully Ederson can get us a save or it's skied over the crossbar, but United tend to slot away the penalties, especially with that hound pain in the backside Bruno Fernandes, who would most likely take it. Stupid from Gabriel Jesus. There were 3 men blocking Martial's run on goal there, but Gabriel Jesus comes in and kicks the back of his leg and he goes down. So Bruno Fernandes stepping up to take this penalty. He's taken 18 and scored 17. That is a ridiculous penalty record, whether you hate him or not, but hopefully Ederson...
We are record breakers. Come on, Ederson.
Bruno Fernandes steps up. Little stutter. Oh! Ederson just gets a touch to it, but it goes into the back of the net, and United have taken an early lead from the penalty spot. Bruno Fernandes. Ederson gets a big hand to that, doesn't he, Lee? And
he does, yeah. Do you know what?
Really
he had that as well.
Save that.
Got in start.
That is a shocking start. But yeah, Ederson. Oh, I don't know if he did get a hand to that. I think it just went under it. I'll just see a slow replay here. It hit the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, he gets a big hand to that. He should be saving that. If you get that far across and get that much in a touch of the ball. Either way, United have gone 1-0 up, and yeah, Gabriel Jesus' early foul on Martial in the penalty box has come back to haunt him. So City start with the next 88 plus added time to play 1-0 down. So hopefully we can kick on, get another early goal, as we tend to do, and push on and hopefully go for a win. My score prediction is still on that 3-1. So hopefully we can score those 3 goals. Where do we go from here, then, Lee?
Take Jesus off, get Aguero on. Do you know what? I don't know what the old boy's got to do to get a start, bless him, but I don't know. Every week that goes on, I get less and less confidence in him.
Well,
I just think stick to what original game plan would have been. Don't change anything up.
Well, here's McTominay crossing the ball, field to play with Marcus Rashford on acres of space on the edge of the penalty box. Infield, Luke Shaw tries to play it across. Cancelo does well to intercept. He's under a lot of pressure, Cancelo. Can't get the ball out. Luke Shaw in the penalty spot has a shot straight down to the throat of Ederson. This is a shockingly poor start from City here. United are all in the box. We've even got Luke Shaw, the left back, making tackles against Cancelo in our own penalty box. And he even has a shot straight into the arms of Ederson. City really need to wake up now. There's an awful start in the opening 4 minutes here. Not the start at all. We were expecting early at all.
It's not at all. That's the thing. We let them in too often early on. They're going to get confident. We're going to be a bag of nerves confidence. And
ball played into the box. Martial takes the ball down, but it's picked up by City. We've just had a goal kick, for crying out loud, and luckily Martial was offside there. It didn't come to anything in any case. But what is happening here? Our strong defence, our proper solid and consistent back line is just integrated in 4 minutes in the derby.
Give the game time to settle in. They'll get better. So I think at the minute, because of that penalty, they're panicking. It's calm down a little bit. Knock the ball about. Do what we do best.
Just need to weather the early storm, don't we? But we're playing very deep in our own half. United have got 5 against our 4 in the back line. The ball switched across the field of play, and James is going to chase Zinchenko down, and luckily plays it through to Ruben Diaz, who plays the ball forward in a rare early shot. And Ilkay Gundogan tries to play it to Kevin De Bruyne, and he gifts the ball straight back to United. And it can't get any worse, let's put it that way, in the opening 5 minutes here. So yeah, I'm still confident. I'm still confident. But yeah, City really needs to kick on now. 5 minutes down, United 1, City 0. Onwards up the mountain. Hopefully a nice slope down the other end. But yeah, come on, City, come on. Still have faith. Still have faith.
Hopefully in 85 minutes we'll say, do you remember when we were laughing and getting worried early on?
Well, hopefully it might be one of them pullbacks where obviously we could have won the title against United a couple of seasons ago, couldn't we? And we were 3-0 up, was it? 3-0 up in the first half, and then obviously United beat us. Hopefully United in the early lead will mean City.
Come on, Kev.
It's Kevin De Bruyne driving at the heart of United's defence. Poor ball, trying to feed Raheem Sterling out on the left, and it's picked out by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And now United starting attacking their own. Bruno Fernandes with the early ball in behind for Martial, beating Cancelo. Cancelo gets back, puts him under pressure, takes him out to the left wing, and it should be a throw into City. And it isn't. It's a throw into United. That's a bad call. It came off Martial last. Cancelo playing it off him, but United have a throw in on the near touchline, deep in line with City's penalty box. Dear. Come on, City. Early days, yeah. Early days. Long way to go in this game. So Luke Shaw to take the throw in. 6.5 minutes played. United 1, City 0. Ball played back all the way to Lindelof for United. And he's just trying to get United back up and running. But hopefully City can get a bit of passing, slow the play down, get a bit of passing, get a bit of rhythm going through our game. Find the right passes, get for one goal, and slot it into the back of the net. So, what do you make from that first 7 minutes, only? What?
I think we're just panicking too much at the minute. Definitely panicking. That was a silly tackle, and all. But yeah, we're just panicking at the minute. I don't know, calm it down.
Yeah, João Cancelo just giving away a free kick against Marcus Rashford here. Midway in City's half, just out on the left, free kick to United. We've not really been out of our half so far. The only occasion we have been is a pass by Kevin De Bruyne, which was wayward. Other than that, it's just been all in City's half and all United in these early stages. But exactly what Lee said, we're just panicking a little bit. Just get hold of the ball, just get a bit of passing going, get a bit of confidence running through us, and we should be able to pick it up. Ball whipped in by Luke Shaw, headed clear by Rodrigo to Gabriel Jesus. Kevin De Bruyne takes the ball down, but gives it back to United, but the number 2, Lindelof, I think that is, can't control it. And Gundogan plays through Sterling on the left wing, halfway line. Plays it infield to Ilkay Gundogan. City just needs to slow it down now, get a bit of passing going through the rhythms, and just find a bit of momentum. Like you said, Lee, we're being a bit.
So I used to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
No one looks like they want to be on it at the minute. Every time someone gets the ball, they sort of like panic a bit. Oh no, you have it.
Here's Ilkay Gundogan on the turn. Feeds it out to Raheem Sterling on the left side. That's a good ball. Hopefully he plays it through. Does find Kevin De Bruyne. Whips it into the penalty box. Only finds Maguire. Gundogan gets a touch for it, but he can't win it back for City. But Raheem Sterling has edge of the penalty box, into the penalty box. Tries to lay it off for Gabriel Jesus. And it's cleared by Aaron Wan-Bissaka only as far as Bruno Fernandes. Heads it straight into the path of Rodrigo. Here's Mahrez. Gundogan, edge of the penalty box. Has a shot. Poor shot. Tame shot, really. Not a poor shot. It was on target, but Dean Henderson was able to get down well and make the catch. So a nice little bit of play there from City. Quick one touch passing and early shot on target for us in the opening 10 minutes. Get us back on our way a little bit. Good passing. And I think that's Scott McTominay, is it? It is. He's down the deck wincing about something. And it looks like there's going to be a drop ball for United here. But yeah, it's a good little bit of link-up play there for City, wasn't it, Lee? They managed to get the shot away on target. Tame shot in the end, but good bit of play.
Yeah, it's better than it has been, definitely. Yeah, it's a bit more of that, I think. It'll come.
Goal kick taken shot. Kevin De Bruyne in the penalty box, closing down the goalkeeper, trying to put him into pressure, but he finds Luke Shaw well on this near touchline. Shaw brings it down, pulls it back on the oncoming rush of Riyad Mahrez, who has played well recently. Hopefully he can continue that form against United tonight. And here's Martial, the halfway line, driving forward on the left. He's up Marcus Rashford, played through. Marcus Rashford looking for the forward ball, but Mahrez gets back to block off that forward run and has to play it back to Harry Maguire. All over the top is going to go out for a throw into City on the near touchline. So City are now starting to close the play down, cutting out all the forward passes for United, which is what we should have done from the get-go, but we're now finally starting to do it. And 10 minutes played. City still 1-0 down, but slowly but surely finding our way into this game now. As there is a foul on Gabriel Jesus by Harry Maguire, and it is a free kick to City a few yards into our own half on the near touchline area. So, quick free kick taken. Rodri only just gets the ball to Ruben Diaz there under pressure from Bruno Fernandes. Here's Kevin De Bruyne in United's half. Tries to find Ilkay Gundogan, but he loses the ball, and Scott McTominay is coming away with the ball for United. Ball forward, finds Bruno Fernandes, flick on the back of his heel. United still have it on the right-hand side. Rodri getting his body in the way, but it still falls to Scott McTominay, who plays it back to United's defender, Harry Maguire. Switches the field of play to Luke Shaw on the near touchline. Mahrez is closing it down well. Stops the forward pass, and Marcus Rashford has to come back to retrieve the ball. So United still very much on the ball here in terms of possession, playing City at our own game. But like I said, we're starting to get a bit more organised in that back line, cutting out the forward passes and closing United down well.
Yeah, definitely starting to look a bit more comfortable now.
Slowly getting a bit more passing into our game, aren't we? We're looking a bit more confident, especially when we're off the ball. We're getting men back and defending well. We're a bit open, a bit lackluster at the beginning, but yeah, we're certainly finding a bit of rhythm now. But get that passing going. Ilkay Gundogan's fouled off the ball there by Bruno Fernandes, and it's a free kick to City midway in our half on the far side. A long way to go in this.
It's the sort of game where if we do get the equaliser, I think they'll fall apart.
Yes. Completely agree. Is John Stones, who's driving forwards, fouled there just on the end. And it is another free kick to City. But all in our own half. We've had about 3 or 4 free kicks in the opening 12 minutes, and they've all been in our own half. So it shows how high United are pressing us.
I tell you what, lads, I've just added the mayor of most mayors when it comes to technical things. I pressed delete on the wrong thing on my computer, and it's just sent my computer into an absolute meltdown. So the last 6 minutes, I've not been able to pay attention. What was that a penalty? Was that definitely a penalty? And what is Jesus playing at?
Penalty.
Yeah,
what was he playing at there?
Clipped his leg, and he.
What's he
Kick
doing?
on the back of Martial's right leg. Yeah, he's stupid because we had 3 men blocking Martial's direction on the goal. You know, even with Ederson in goal, we still had 3 defenders blocking him out of nowhere behind and kick the back of his legs. In my view, Ederson should have been touched. He got on the ball, but it is what it is. But we're slowly coming into the game now, Tom. Lee was saying it before. We were lackluster. We were trying too hard to give out and forward. We weren't really organised, but we're slowly finding our roots now. Crikey,
Charlie! I tell you what, we just can't. What I was saying to you about the first goal wins, Dan. We need to get back into it. We need to get another goal soon, just to get our confidence back up.
Yeah.
That only counts in open play goals. That don't count.
I tell you what, whoever had them to get a penalty must have earned a lot of. Actually, it's no surprise, is it really? Bloody hell!
To be fair, if you put a tenner on United getting a penalty, I think you're still up.
Come on, City. Let's get back into this. Come on.
It's not what we like to see.
No, who let him in?
Yes. So 14 minutes played, City 0, United 1. United on the ball in our into Gundogan and plays it back on the back line.
Any City players to watch at the minute, lads? Anyone jumping out to you?
City-wise, really. Not at the minute. No, not at the minute.
They've not really been on the ball. But
Stones has had a good start, though, hasn't he?
Well, I don't think them have really had a good start, let alone a decent start.
No one stood out, really.
But then again, we're only 15 minutes in. I can't be too harsh. It's one of them. A lot of players do need to step it up, put it that way. Kevin De Bruyne has given like what you say all the time, Tom. He's just one of them momentum players, but he will find that eventual clinical pass or shot, and we will get that goal. On the right side, bringing it back to John Stones.
What's everyone's time?
Back all the way to Rodrigo, switching aside. United are just pushing City into our own penalty box. Ruben Diaz back to Ederson under pressure from Bruno Fernandes, has to clear it quickly. He finds Alexander Zinchenko looking to get the ball forward. He pulls it back, deep in the left back position, manages to find a good forward now. Although he's under pressure from United, finds Raheem Sterling further up the pitch. Under pressure from United again, but he's still got the ball. He's done well here, Raheem Sterling. Oh, he just loses out in the last second. Scott McTominay wins back the ball for United. Jesus gets in with some strength, wins back the ball for City. A bit cagey. Jesus almost wins it back again. Running for on goal, but good defending by João Cancelo and John Stones. João Cancelo blocking off Rashford and John Stones doing the clearing up. All the way to United here. Marcus Rashford, edge of the penalty box, has a long-range shot. Ederson gets down well. Doesn't catch it, parries it down, but eventually pounces on it and he gets it in. Still that slight bit of caginess about it, isn't there?
Not very confident at the minute, I've got to admit. So it hasn't been washed off. The luck.
But it is Kevin De Bruyne again giving the ball away with the shot. But they're not even extravagant passes, are they? They're really short, close passes, and it normally 100% accuracy and pass completion rate, isn't it? He's 3 times, like you said, Lee, he's given the ball away.
Are we missing Fernandinho here?
No. For me personally, I don't know. We're doing well, we're just under pressure. We just need to get some momentum and form up our front line. Don't know what Lee thinks.
I completely agree with that. I don't think Fernandinho would change too much at the minute. Seems to be more aggressive going forward, I think. Seem to be dillying it about a little bit.
This is not what we need. We don't need Kevin De Bruyne. Half an hour ago, about Kevin De Bruyne giving the ball away. We can't afford to do this. This is a poor start. We need to. If we want to need a reaction from this, what reaction have we got to bring from this now?
We might have one here. Here's Kevin De Bruyne on the right wing position, edge of the penalty box, pulls it back deep to John Kevin De Bruyne. He does. Plays the ball forward, tries to find Riyad Mahrez running in behind the defence, but it's cut out by Luke Shaw, and it plays it all the way back to Dean Henderson in net. It was good little bit, especially from Mahrez with the running behind, but the pass from Kevin De Bruyne just couldn't find him. Nice idea, but it just doesn't come off. And now United trying to attack through Martial, good interception, and slows things down. We're still a long way to go in this. Me especially. I'm talking like this is over. Ball over the top, finds Cancelo. He takes a shot, blocked well by Lindelof, and finds Luke Shaw still in United's penalty. Kick it out under pressure from Gabriel Jesus. He attempts to have a shot, but blocked out by Lindelof. Didn't he on his chest and get at least an attempt away? But
yeah, it's good attack, that one. Good final shot on it.
And KDB off, says Christopher, Aguero and Foden.
Yeah, a bit early for that, Chris.
That's a shot! Oh, just over the curtain there, Gundogan.
This would be the perfect sort of game for Foden, though.
Someone take that scruff of the neck, definitely.
Get in there and...
Are you back on the game now, Tom?
Yeah, mate, I'm watching.
No. How far are you behind or forward?
18, 19.
Oh, about 10 seconds behind. But United have a goal kick, taken short in their own penalty box, switching out to Martial, headed down by John Stones. One back, Martial manages to keep hold of the ball for United, and he plays it out to Anwan. City are getting a lot of men in, like I was saying to you about 5 minutes ago, Lee. City getting a lot of men in front of the ball for United, so they're not able to find a forward and just fall forward. Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan really need to talk a bit more and get a bit of rhythm going between them. Here's Raheem Sterling on the left wing. Off for Zinchenko, whips the ball in, finds the United man, but Rashford can only clear as far as John Stones on the edge of the centre circle and lays it off to Ruben Diaz. So it's all in United's half now. The past couple of minutes has been pretty much a lot more of the ball now. It's playing our game a bit better and hopefully we can get a coming minute. Here's John Stones driving forward, lays it off. If he can whip a ball in, he pulls it back. A few step overs, tries to get the ball in, only finds Harry Maguire. Stones. He can't bring it down, and Marcus Rashford's on a great run here on the left wing. He's got Ruben Diaz blocking his run. John Stones and Rodrigo get in the way. Brilliant tackle there by John Stones, cutting out the run for Marcus Rashford, and then Ruben Diaz and Rodrigo able to clear up, and Ederson gets us back on the race. Fantastic defending there by John Stones.
Great tackle that was. Great tackle. Last season would have wiped him out there, I think.
Yeah. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Good run there by Riyad Mahrez. Few step over. Raheem Sterling edge in the penalty box. Cuts in. Can get a shot away, can he? He's got down. That's not a penalty. The United man didn't get anything at the ball. I've seen them given.
God, yeah, Joe's completely blocked him off there, hasn't he?
But City's still on the ball. Here's Kevin De Bruyne, whips in from the ball from the left. It's blocked out by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. VAR, I've got to have a look at this. I haven't got the sound on it, so I don't know if they've concluded or anything.
They've not mentioned VAR yet.
Like a stonewall penalty for me. He got the United defender certainly got a touch on.
How long do they give it though before they look back at it? Do you know what I mean? Unless they're looking at it now, maybe. But
Momentum behind Raheem Sterling there, though, weren't there? He didn't exactly kick the ball away either. He was still on possession. Here's João Cancelo right wing. Hopefully we can score from the touchline. The referee can have a gander at it now.
It's an interesting one that with Sterling. By the looks of it, the ball looks to be in the United hands.
Tommy's go forward, goes underneath Fred, and Fred takes the touch, and it's no foul. Zinchenko, he got saved well by Dean Henderson. Fellow on the right ring. You know what I mean? Rodri switches the field of play to Raheem Sterling on the left wing. Penalty. Raheem Sterling looking to get the ball forward once again. Switches the field of play to Mahrez. If we can find him, no. Cut out by Marcus Rashford. And brought well down. United. Mahrez has a shot well wide.
Come on, City. This is the pressure we need now. Come on. Keep pounding away, Blues. Come on.
100%. I tell you what. I understand what you mean, Tom, by the ball was a little bit far away.
You've seen that from a different angle, yeah. Good little strike by Zinchenko, that as well, but it's a tough one, that. There's a lot of people on Twitter.
It's ridiculous how that wasn't.
The chances are coming, lads. It's coming.
Oh, God, yeah. Certainly stepped it up. Goal kick here. Harry Maguire still in his own penalty box. Plays it out left to Luke Shaw. The pressure from Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez has done well to get in position. Back in possession for City. Here's Zinchenko, centre circle to Rodri. Looking to get that ball forward. Exactly what I was saying to you, Tom. Rodri's looking to get the ball forward more often in his game now.
It's a sweet,
and here's Mahrez on the right wing. Here's what side?
It's a sweet strike by Zinchenko. That good save by him.
Beautiful strike.
Right down his neck, though, wasn't it?
Come on, absolute world if at it, than it.
City just playing it in their own half once again for Ruben. Under pressure from United, able to come away with the ball. Good passing play between Stones and Rodri. And now Cancelo forward ball to Mahrez, who takes on Luke Shaw. He's beating Luke Shaw, tries to fight Gabriel Jesus behind the defence. He does. Gabriel Jesus on the left-hand side in the penalty box. That's it to Kevin De Bruyne. Middle of the penalty box. Lays it back off to João Cancelo on the right-hand side. Through ball behind for Mahrez. And it trickles out for a goal kick.
No, it's little stuff like that should really easily, or there's no final third action. We need to capitalise soon. We need a goal before half time.
I'm surprised Kevin De Bruyne didn't have a shot there.
Yeah, he should put his laces through it.
Yeah.
Score this half. I reckon it's going to part the bus second half. It's going to be a nightmare trying to get through.
The only consolation we've got is much as we are now. We just need to capitalise on that and just keep this. We need to start having shots.
So I can have a look on here, Ben, a second.
United in their own penalty box. Ball. Bruyne has won back the ball for City here. Beats Bruno Fernandes. Edge of the penalty box on the left-hand side. Looking for a pass. He does find Rodri a bit more central. And then plays it back to John Stones for a bit of safety. And to win back the ball as well, rather than United give it away. We're starting to have about. Really starting to the game now.
So going back to the stats, we've had 69% possession on target to their 3. Yeah, they've had one offside. So, yeah, it's on goal, but...
Rodri with a good ball out to Mahrez on the right. A few little step overs. Brings it back onto his left foot. Back onto his right foot. He's beating Luke Shaw. Ball whipped in. Finds Harry Maguire first. And United are able to come away with the ball through Marcus Rashford. Playing it forward to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Zinchenko's going to get there. He does. Great interception by Zinchenko. And finds Raheem Sterling, who plays a forward to Kevin De Bruyne looking to feed it in. Zinchenko in the penalty box, lays it off. Kevin De Bruyne takes a touch, right foot, shot blocked by the first man. But Rodri wins back the ball for City. A lot of pressure shot, and it just trickles along the ground and goes out for a goal kick.
Do you know what? I'm questioning Sterling and De Bruyne at the minute. I'm still too early to question a minute. It's too early. I've just not seen enough from either of them. I'm not seeing enough from either of them.
But it must have taken
a corner.
And it is a corner. But yes,
Stones, get red on it, Sam.
Just what, sorry?
Stones.
Big
Short corner for some reason. Back out to Zinchenko, back out to Kevin De Bruyne. Whips it up there for the head, still in the middle of the park. Harry Maguire away. Gundogan and Rodrigo on a bit unsure, able to come away with the ball. Only as far as Zinchenko, but Kevin De Bruyne has fouled Fred on the ball. And United have a free kick in the middle of their own half. Still to this day, we finally scored from a corner against West Ham with Ruben Diaz. Why the hell, when we've got John Stones and Ruben Diaz in the box with Rodri, do you play short corner and then trickle it out and then get a ball in? What's the point?
I don't know. You might as well leave him back, mightn't you, if you're not going to swing it in?
Exactly. Better safe than sorry.
Second that ball's played short, you know the defenders are going straight on the big blokes.
Exactly.
And Jesus.
But still, long way to go in this. An hour plus to play, so long way to go.
You know what? Kevin can have moments of madness, moments of magic, without question. We all know that. We need one. We need one. That this is it now. It's getting to that stage now where we need to get back on par with him quickly.
Completely agree.
I'm fully expecting one from him as well.
Jesus trying to get away with the ball. He is fouled on the ball by Fred, and the referee is going to issue a yellow card to United.
Tell you what, he looks injured. We better take him off.
Who's that?
The yellow card fouling Gabriel Jesus. Just seeing a replay here. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus stays up, and then Harry Maguire just comes and wipes Jesus out. I tell you what.
2 or 3 challenges in there that are all failed, all 3 of them. You get the original kick. He elbowed him there, look. He's been over him. See the replay there?
Yeah. And if you notice, Lee, I was saying to Tom yesterday in the pre-match, get Harry Maguire rattled the back line of United. Yeah. Him and Bruno Fernandes, you get and the moaning all throughout the game, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah. Start having a go at each other, then and suddenly it all falls apart. With no hope.
And now with Maguire on a yellow card, start targeting him.
Yeah.
There could have been 2 yellow cards there, couldn't there? In that run of play. And
he took a head, kicked Jesus'
his left side of his knee as well.
He did well to stay up. A lot of players would have
been there. What does he think?
Here in United's half, Ruben Diaz with the foul. It's getting a bit feisty now. A few free kicks left, right, and centre across both teams.
It is, and Maguire's leading with his arms a lot there as well. Maguire needs to be really careful now, which is good for us. Say, Dan, let's wind him up a bit and get a few more balls to feet and see if we can start doing something stupid.
You can see a red card quite easy in this game, can't you, at the minute?
It's feisty, isn't it?
The worrying thing for me is if United get a red card, then they will be parking the bus.
Kevin De Bruyne still on the edge of the box, drives infield into the penalty box. Raheem Sterling lays it off to Gundogan. Too much heavy pressure for a goal kick. Raheem Sterling, poor pass for his standards. That's so much potential about it, that attack as well. We had a lot of space on that left-hand side. Gundogan making Gabriel Jesus was ready to pounce it, but the ball from Raheem Sterling. And he's smiling, Raheem Sterling. Well, actually, no, he looks more frustrated than anything. The pass from him was
shocking.
Reckless and poor. Referee's complaining about something.
Tell you what, this happens.
Slow man.
I'll tell you what it does. When you're behind, the time just disappears, doesn't it? It drags when you're ahead.
United will feel that in the second half.
So they start panicking.
Oh, do you know what? It's that ball by Raheem Sterling. Oh, lads, come on. Come on.
We're all
going on an even keel for me. And then attack it second half. We need that.
Throw into United on the near touchline. Luke Shaw takes and United. Breaking away here through Martial. Back for a handball by Martial. It's played. United are still 1 goal to the good against City here, but City very much. I completely agree with you, Tom. There is a goal coming soon. Just need it, like Lee says, in this half.
We did. It's almost as if we've been shell-shocked.
I hope it finishes like the West Ham game.
100% agree, yeah. But we need to take our chances. We need to get it quickly.
Zinchenko plays it back to Ruben Diaz. The pressure of Martial, still manages to find Okay, Gundogan with a ball through behind Raheem Sterling. Oh, he just can't. And it trickles into the arms of the ball there. Who played the ball there? Okay, Gundogan. Fantastic ball in behind. Raheem Sterling was well onside. Just a bit too much power on the ball from Gundogan. But great move.
It's coming.
United certainly feeling the pressure now. We've got 3 men around Fred here, but great tackle by Riyad Mahrez there. Back of their own. João Cancelo feeding through Raheem Sterling. Plays it back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko just plays a hopeful ball forward to absolutely no one. And United, that was a stupid and reckless pass by Zinchenko. There were many plays he could play it to there, but City back on the ball now. The ball keeps it up very well. And there's a foul there. Gabriel Jesus on the left-hand side. No one in the penalty box for City, or at least on the edge of it. They're all trickling out on the left-hand side, just passing it between us. There's no one but Riyad Mahrez to smash a ball in. And it's come to nothing in the end. And luckily, the ball's back with John Stones in the centre circle. But just scrappy, but nobody's making runs. If you look at the play, it's all in that moment. And they're just passing it between themselves, but no one's making a run into space behind. And you've got Riyad Mahrez on his own jollies on the right-hand side, just waiting for the ball.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do from that either, is there? Like when they were, like say, every single player was there, but no option to put it forward or.
Well, here is Riyad Mahrez, beats his first man. Okay, Gundogan in the penalty box has a shot, tame shot straight into the arms of Dean Henderson. He's got to do better there. The ball was a bit under him when he took the shot, but he's capable of much more there. Ilkay Gundogan takes it on his right, then on his left, dribbles it past, has a shot. Yeah, just under him. He's just scuffed at the shot.
You know what? That's twice now he's had a shot straight at the keeper in the middle, though, isn't it? Put it to the...
Kevin De Bruyne feeds it out to Gabriel Jesus in the penalty box. Ilkay Gundogan back to Jesus. Kevin De Bruyne under pressure from Martial. Plays it back to Jesus, driving into the penalty box. Has a shot blocked by the first man, Scott McTominay again, but luckily still in City's possession with John Stones, edge of the centre circle, inside United's half. João Cancelo. What the hell was that pass from João Cancelo? Bombing the ball into Rodri, and now United are breaking away here. Good interception. The ball's with Zinchenko's driving forward on the left-hand side, pulls it back, and City very much back on possession again. 8% in City's half, 26% in United's. It certainly changed the dynamic from the opening 5 minutes in the game. There's Gabriel Jesus on the left and Wan-Bissaka, but he's able to keep hold of the ball, fade it through. Nice little bit of passing to the penalty box. Out wide to Gabriel Jesus on the left wing again. Feeds it back to Zinchenko, to Kevin De Bruyne. Either one of them, they both look the same. It's impossible to tell who's who.
I tell you what, it's some lovely chance, wasn't it? Mahrez is having one or two little opportunities like that, Mahrez, and we just need important to us at the minute.
Exactly what you said. So far much on the left-hand side in the last 5 minutes, and nothing's coming off, and yet the most attacking player and the most play that's... Here's Kevin De Bruyne on the left wing, whips the ball in. Oh, Harry Maguire is able to head it away, and Mahrez almost wins back the ball for City. Rashford plays the ball forward under pressure, Martial, but he manages to keep possession for United. Say what you were saying, Tom, there. Need to get the ball to Mahrez more. He has been probably the most consistent player, good consistent player so far in this game. When he is on the ball, he does make stuff happen.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a foothold in this. We can tell we're getting a foothold in this. It's just what options have we got to get it over the line? You know, I need to see more from Sterling.
Marcus Rashford into the penalty box, plays it off. Good interception from John Stone. Sorry, mate.
No, I need to see more from Sterling at the minute. I need to see more from our big game missing. Sterling's gone missing. I'm not seeing enough from those two at the minute.
No. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, Gabriel Jesus is getting frustrated now. We thought he was fouled by Harry Maguire. And I have to admit, I thought he was fouled by Harry Maguire there.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Running and gives the foul away and halfway line close to the touch line.
The only consolation we've got is some of the possession United are having is just as shocking.
Yeah.
You know, the ball's constantly to his side. We just need to keep playing and keep playing. But we've got what time? We've got 5 minutes to get a chance to level it up at half time. We need to take our chances. Just one or two opportunities we need. Let's have a look at our bench. Who's on our bench that can make a definite change, lads? Who are you thinking?
Foden and Aguero on. Get them two straight on. Even if you go 4-4-2 and have Aguero up there with Jesus, but get him on.
Personally, I think it's just a midfield change. We need a bit of energy. We're lacking. We're not really making any runs. But see, you've got a free kick. Rodri's fouled by Bruno Fernandes, literally in line, centrally in line with the goal.
Too central.
Great free kick opportunity.
The keeper, I think.
He did, didn't he? It was the keeper. Fingertip the crossbar, but yeah, the keeper got fingertips to it. But yeah, corner to City. Don't take this short. We've got the big man in the box.
Come
Don't
on,
take.
Ruben Gedson. Big head.
And it is whipped in. Good corner. All the United defenders get ahead to that, really. Comes on the far side. Keeps it in play. Finds Riyad Mahrez. Well, Riyad Mahrez can't control it. And United are able to come away with the ball now. Although John Stones has got the ball. John Stones here. Okay, Gundogan on the right-hand side. He's pushed off the ball. And has got another block in there. Stop United play, but it does go out for a throw-in to United. So John Stones playing in position. Wins back the ball for City twice there, but unfortunately in the second time it only goes out for a throw into City at United on the near line.
Having seen Kevin's free kick, it wasn't going in. You know, it was going to hit the top of the crossbar at best, but I think the keeper just rather safe than sorry there, hits it out.
Poor ball by Rodrigo now, and United are able to come away with the ball. Zinchenko's beating De Bruyne. He's still got Zinchenko blocking his way. A good run here, Reece James feeds it to Marcus Rashford, left of the penalty box, cuts in. Lays off to Bruno Fernandinho, beats Kevin De Bruyne. And I have to say, though, we were lucky to get away with that because that was quite a menacing attack.
That would have been the one that had gone in. I'll tell you what, I've all the bad passes.
No one was making a run, so who he was passing to? What do we change, lads?
What do we change? Would you make any changes at half?
I'd probably give it 10 minutes to the second half. See how we come out.
There's Gundogan wide, lays it off to Kevin De Bruyne. Driving infield. We find the right pass. He's found Riyad Mahrez in the penalty box. Riyad Mahrez brings it on his right foot. Oh, he's almost touched in by Gabriel Jesus on the far side. Goes out for a goal kick. That was such a good move. Mahrez with the ball well worked in, and Gabriel Jesus was a millisecond too slow there. If he did get a touch on the ball there, Jesus, he wouldn't have counted. But what a move and what a pass by Riyad Mahrez. Gabriel Jesus offside, and it still didn't get to the ball. It goes out for a goal kick. 1 minute of added time. We've only got 20 seconds of that left to play, and it will end up probably going out for a 1-0 half time to United. Happy day living up now.
In them, we couldn't have had a worse start to the game than giving them that opportunity. So
makes you wonder where we'd be.
Letting this play. Martial's running behind. He's in the penalty box. He's got Ruben Diaz blocking his way. He's beating Ruben Diaz. Has a shot blocked by John Stones. But United still got many men. And the ref time, it looked to might have been a free kick to United, literally on the edge of the penalty box. But it's blown for half time. So City get away with one late at the death of the first half there. Scoreline is United 1, City 0 after the early penalty given away by Gabriel Jesus and put away by Bruno Fernandes. City much on top nearing the end of that first half, but we couldn't find the goal to equalise. And lads,
as first half go, it's one I want to forget very quickly, if I'm brutally honest. Yeah. I think I've not seen enough from us to warrant. We're up there, aren't we? All hot air and no whistle. Nothing there. There's no punch in the final third. Kevin De Bruyne's flattered to deceive. Nothing from Raheem Sterling. If I could, I don't think there's anything there to give them out stronger. I think that I might be being a bit harsh there. We have had a foothold in the game, but it means nothing. We could be getting shots on target and
yeah, completely agree. They'll be happy to see it out at 1-0.
Of course they will. 100%. They'll be well happy. They'll be well happy with this. They'll be well happy with this.
Though I think we give it 10 minutes by that point, but I still Jesus goes along. He's not been the worst player on the pitch. Sterling has been practically non-existent in that first half, by the odd couple of things, but he really needs to step it up. He's gone really quiet. He's passing a bit more. He's slowly, towards the last 5 minutes of that first half, for me, slowly started getting into the game. Gundogan needs to step it up as well. He's been lacklustre. Pence is doing okay. Rodrigo is doing well in that quite a bit. And a back line, especially John Stones. John Stones having a really good game so far. And it's just a shame we had to give away that early penalty because I think we'd be either 0-0 going into the second half or at least a goal or two to the penalty because John Stones, especially out of that back line, has been magnificent.
He's been good, hasn't he, John Stones? I've been impressed by him again. Not surprised.
He's had a great game, hasn't he, so far? Made some good blocks.
So let's look at the stats here. What did he say? So stats as we speak: 67% possession to 33. City have had 13 shots to 3. We had 13 shots and 35 successful passes to 147. Passing accuracy, City 91. You stat that counts as the minute as they're 1-0 up, lads. We need to change. We need to capitalise. We need to do something. And I can't put my mind what it is. All I can think of is I'd like to see Fernandinho. I'd like to see Bernardo, and I'd like to see Foden. And part of me is tempted to, I'm sorry, Dan, take Zinchenko off and put Walker at right back and put Cancelo at left back and go from there. But that today.
Just 2 points. You know me, I like to be a very disagreeable person. I don't agree with that one whatsoever. I think Cancelo's been I think Zinchenko's had a decent game. Zinchenko
is. Walker on the right side.
Right back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he's not been that good at right back for me this season. Sorry, I think who's a better defender, Zinchenko or Cancelo?
Hands down Zinchenko for me.
Disagree completely. I think Cancelo would be behind.
Why
what?
Why Fernandinho?
I just think we need an old head. I think we need when they scored, there was too much panicking, and for me, we're going to fit him in, but we got a good foothold into it in the first half.
Would you take De Bruyne off?
Gundogan. I think I'd take Kevin off at the minute.
Yeah, and then play Gundogan centre.
All I can think of is when we didn't have Kevin, the team just in some Kevin to change my mind, and I'm hoping it's going to come.
Be Kevin off if there was any changes at half time for me. Kevin off, he just can't be for me. I think Gundogan will step it up. He can't be much worse. Let's put it that way. But I still go back to what I was saying. Bernardo, Silva, and Foden need to come on.
Yeah.
No matter if we get an early second half goal, we need one of them two to come on. Preferably, personally, Bernardo. That lad has in terms of defending. I think he out of tracking back with him, miles ahead. But he's one of them that can pick up the ball from the edge of our own penalty box and have it in United's penalty box in a flash. And I think that's the spark we're missing in that midfield, personally. That's me, anyway. What would you change, Lee?
Do you know what? So I was looking at the replay of that penalty. He was never getting... There's no need for that challenge at all. Diaz is in front of him, ready to put the foot in. But with the Bernardo Silva theory, I'd stick him in, get a bit more, like I say, the experience sometimes pays, doesn't it? But I don't really know. But it's just the attitude at the minute. You get our head screwed back on.
Do you think United have ever been stressed by... Do you think they were ever actually stressed?
I think we stressed them out enough. I think you've got to look at the shots and goal we've had, but we're just not in that final third, that last pass, the shot, which attack seems to not quite happen for us at the minute. Build-up play's been really good.
Discussing earlier, Lee, just get on them. You know, everyone gets easily frustrated. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes is already as well. He's getting a bit frustrated, giving away a few niggly fouls, and we just keep at him, keep playing the game, make a couple of changes that would impact our attack a bit more, like you say, like get someone in that box. I do honestly believe we get them worked up, they'll fall apart like Wolves did.
The problem we've got is United have got a really good record first half and going on to win. I don't know what the stats are, but I just remember seeing something somewhere where they've won a higher percentage of game when they've led for the first half. So to me, that tells me that they can manage and run out games like this. Granted, they've not faced a City team like this before, so we need energy, we need action. I want to see Bernardo at some point, but I'm confident the team that's on the pitch can do something. I just take this game up the gear. We've not even got fourth gear yet, lads. We're still in third gear for me. We need to take this up a notch and then up another notch and really start moving into it. But to do that, we need to start passing the ball and win that midway. Stupid opportunities to them. Giving the ball away far too much for me.
Like you say, it's a different half, isn't it? So they've had 15 minutes relaxing, get the breath back, get the mind back where it should be, and then come out passing well, attacking well. I'm going to go 3-1.
I still think we'll win 3-1. I think as soon as it's raining in.
We do that a lot, though, don't we? We have a bad first half. As soon as that first goal goes in, we're like, oh, we can score. So, and then sort of up it and then come on.
It's like the kickstart. It's like they don't believe they can do it until they actually do it, and it sort of just go. But it's weird to say, though, how well our defence has been over the past few months. It's the third game in a row we conceded.
Yeah.
Luckily, they've only been so far anyway. They've only been the one goal conceded in those 3 games.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
if those 2 attempts late on, if one of them had gone in, it's 2-0. I think it's a lot worse position to be in. But like you say, an early goal, early equaliser. All we've got to do is get another one then.
Yeah, I still completely agree with Tom though. It is coming. It is coming. Without a doubt.
And we're going to give this another 10-15 minutes before any changes. Pep always does. We've got a really strong bench to be able to go into this. We've got Walker, Aguero, Laporte, Bernardo, Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho and Foden bench there to make options. Pep will make changes. He'll bring the players up a gear. We keep going and keep going and keep going. And if the best City team come out now, but we need to start now. We need to start straight into the game.
Would anyone bring Mendy on?
Fucking hell.
You know you're having a bad game if you have to bring Benjamin Mendy on.
Oh. stick him up front, see what he does.
Do a David James on it.
Cameo.
We've got it in us though. We've got it in us. I am feeling positive. You know, I'm over 1-0 down. It's a stupid bloody error by Jesus. But it's up to him now to make amends for that. It's up to him now to start to actually, you know, what have we got? What's he got in his tank? What kind of man is he? Can he stand up and be counted now? Come on, Gabriel. It's your derby.
I just get this feeling he's going to try so hard to try and get that goal back. He'll end up having shots where he should be passing it. And I hope I'm wrong. Do
you know what? I'm fully expecting this first half. This ball by Kevin De Bruyne we've never seen before. It'll just bypass 5 United players straight onto the toe of Jesus, and he's going to. That's exactly the start that we need to have in this half. Absolutely bricking it. Then we'll have that sustained 15 minutes of pressure where we just keep going and going and going. Come on, City. Come on. One thing I've noted though, Foden's been dropped. This is the 4th game in a row Foden's not.
Yeah.
And before that, he had was it about 4 or 5 goal contributions in the games he had previously?
So he had a really good record. Long time, he had an incredible record, really. So it's weird, isn't it? No one's safe, are they, in terms of walking into the team? I don't think. Probably Ederson is probably the only one that's guaranteed week in, week out football.
In this replay of Jesus, penalty away. I tell you what, Mark, he was so close to saving it. He was so close to saving it, wasn't he, as well?
Heartbreaking. She's shown that 5 or 6 times at half time, that replay.
Not much else to show, I suppose.
No, that is true.
So frustrating.
Come on, boys. Nice early attack. Be ruthless.
100%.
Come on, City!
Well, I put a 10 on United to win, then it definitely won't happen. I've had a shocker lately, but given up.
Big second half coming up, Blues. United goalkeepers come out early to start taking kick-ins.
Well, Mourinho's turned up with his nose hanging out of his face mask for the Tottenham game.
Do you know what? I need to calm down when I'm watching that. I hate watching that.
You know what? I look forward to watching City all day, but the second they kick off, you're like...
It's horrible. Why was that not reviewed? And I don't want to say etc., but we need to discuss it. I can't understand why it wasn't looked at by VAR.
Surprised it wasn't given.
He blocked him off, and he no attempt to go for the ball.
I need to understand why there was no...
Don't ask that ex-referee for BT. I think this morning on BT, some incident about a penalty happening up, and then one at comments. He's on the panel as an ex-referee to discuss incidents, and he didn't even know about the rules. So if this panel bloke to talk about the rules, and he's getting it wrong, God knows what clowns have got in VAR at the moment. We've seen some decisions over the past couple of years for VAR that are absolutely mental ones, and they still get it wrong.
Come on, City.
Yeah, completely agree. I'd love to know why it wasn't. Was it looked at though? I heard you say.
No, it wasn't. VAR didn't look at it. VAR didn't look at it.
Nothing come on the TV to suggest they looked at it.
It's ridiculous. What are they doing? Another game.
Come on, lads, let's get at him.
No session anyway. That's anything to go by.
As you mean to go on? Come on.
Exactly. Don't let him touch the ball anymore, boy.
Come on. Moment of madness, magic.
City just keeping the ball well in now. Mahrez trying to leave it on for João Cancelo, who's fouled Harry Maguire. João Cancelo. Come on, City.
Say about Walker. I think Walker would turn Harry Maguire.
Yeah. Walker and Zinchenko.
Zinchenko off. Cancelo off.
Well, I would make the argument, what's he done this half? This game?
No one's done anything, mate. That's why we're 1-0 down.
Would Walker add to that?
I think he would. I genuinely think he would. I think they'd be
petrified
of him.
Almost finds Ilkay Gundogan in the penalty box, and João Cancelo wins back the ball for City. Here's Riyad Mahrez, ball forward. Jesus has a shot from Rodrigo, and it clips the top of the crossbar.
Come on, lad.
Oh dear me!
Come on.
You see the replay here. The ball was won back by João Cancelo initially. Riyad Mahrez plays the ball forward to Gabriel Jesus, takes a little touch, leaves, and it does. It's the corner of the goal, not the crossbar and the post. It's the corner and flies up in the air and out for a goal kick. What a chance that was. Goalkeeper was well beaten.
Behind you two.
Scott McTominay, left-hand side, pretty much nearly in line with the edge of the penalty box. Just out to the left for City here for a free kick. 48 minutes on the clock.
Come on. It's a lovely little layoff by Jesus for Gundogan. Come on.
De Bruyne to take this one. He'll whip it in. Right-footed, no doubt.
Over that, he'll lay it to Zinchenko.
I tell you what, from Zinchenko...
I'll scream. If it's a short one, I'll scream.
From Zinchenko's shot in the first half, I wouldn't mind that.
Zinchenko whips it in. John Stones up there, and Henderson claims the ball well. And catch it. Good ball in by Zinchenko, though. Goalkeeper still got it in his hands. Eventually throws it out as far as Luke Shaw, who brings it down well. He's beating Cancelo here. Luke Shaw is driving forward. He's got John Stones ahead of him. He's got Rashford in the penalty box. Rashford brings it on, lays it off for Luke Shaw. Back of the net, 2-0 United.
Back in it.
João Cancelo beaten for pace by Luke Shaw.
Not what we needed, lads. Just start that.
It's João Cancelo coming out to claim the ball, misses it completely. Luke Shaw takes it down. He's got John Stones ahead of him, feeds Marcus reception by to City.
I tell you
Foden
what,
on the side, warming up.
Cancelo did dreadfully there. I don't think there's many people that could say they did well, to be honest. But
Sorry, Cancelo what?
I don't think any of the defence did themselves any favours there. Cancelo just seems to be left for space. So
he came to claim the ball that he was never going to win, and it just opened up that space for Marcus Rashford on the left. If he just dropped back,
yeah, shocking decision that. Absolute shock. I take it back what I said about him.
Raheem Sterling on the turn. He's beaten Wan-Bissaka on the turn. Managed to recover well, but Raheem Sterling in the penalty box has a shot straight into the arms of Henderson again. All the shots are all directing straight into the path of Henderson. We're not touching. It was a really worked attack there by Raheem Sterling on his own. It just literally was just curling straight into the path of him. Ball lofted clear by United. At the ball for City, brought down well by Ilkay Gundogan on the left wing. Wan-Bissaka gets the tackle in and out for another throw-in on the touchline. Zinchenko takes quickly in United's half on the halfway line now with Ruben Diaz and back with John Stones.
Big knockout game here, are we? Because we seem to be that kind of performance.
On all over again. João Cancelo tries to play a ball through to Mahrez, but plays it straight off Luke Shaw, but City's still in possession.
There's a long way to go, this. Do you know, I'm not disappointed. There's a long way to go, this. This is not over yet, Dan. I say this all the time about we need to get a goal very bloody quickly to start making a good fist of this. But I tell you what, as long as we give a good fist of it and a good fight for it. But at the Kevin De Bruyne, I've not seen much from Sterling. That was a good effort then, granted. But our big players aren't turned up. If your big players
Here is Kevin De Bruyne, takes it down well. Gabriel Jesus, he can't control it, and United come away with the ball just on the edge of their own penalty box. Mate, lacklustre further up the pitch. Ball play through behind City. John Stones doing very well, standing his ground, intercepting the ball, flip back and lays it off to Riyad Mahrez, who's dropped very deep to come claim that ball. But here's Rodri in the centre circle now. City well on the ball. That second goal just sort of killed it, hasn't it, really? There was a bit of momentum as soon as we started that second half, and now it's just gone. But here is Kevin De Bruyne. Hopefully he can change it. Gabriel Jesus through on goal. We've got Harry off Riyad Mahrez. Kevin De Bruyne on the right hand side. Gabriel Jesus, you'd have thought, might have just smashed that ball. But Harry recover. And Riyad Mahrez goes down off the ball there. And now United referees allowed it to go ahead. And Marcus Rashford, he gets there to the ball. He's beaten Ruben Dias on the right hand side, but he's forced him out wide. Zinchenko comes back, forces Bruno Fernandes into the penalty on the turn, back out to Marcus Rashford on the right hand side, and back to Bruno Fernandes. Good interception by Zinchenko there. Stones trying to drive forward, plays it off, and Fred handballs it, and it's a free kick to City. Zinchenko and John Stones doing even better defensive work to hold up Marcus Rashford on the right-hand side. Good defending from all three there.
I tell you what, though, I am impressed with Pep's tactics, though. The way he kind of puts a team in Ollie in a job, I'm all for. I think if Ollie stays in a job for another season, I think he's done really well here today. Come on, City.
I thought you were being it's not made the tackle worth anything. Martial driving at the heart of City's defence, lays it off to James on the right hand side. That's a shot, blazes it over the crossbar, out for a goal kick to City.
This is 2018 all over again. I'm having flashbacks. Sorry, I'm having flashbacks.
It's poor. It is really poor.
But do you remember, lads, when we were 2-0 up and they won it 3-2?
I remember it very well. That's 2018. That's what I'm talking about. The worst thing is the amount of people that were giving it as if we were going to absolutely walk in and spank him. I've been on social media the last 4. This game is not won. Stop being so silly. What's happening now? And they're the same people that's having a pop. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a corner to United that Reece James shot hit a City defender. So it is a corner rather than a goal kick. Pushing in the box. Luke Shaw to take. Whipped in, headed clear by Kevin De Bruyne, only to the edge of the penalty box. Raheem Sterling sort of bounces off him and straight into the path of Fred, all over the top to Bruno Fernandes, and it goes all the way out for a throw-in on near touchline to City. Right now, 10 minutes in the second half, we need a change. 100%.
Right.
There's no...
In a minute, and there better be changes by the time I get back. Crikey, Charlie.
Right. Be 3-2 up, hopefully, by the time I get back.
Hopefully. Taking my phone just in case.
Dear Lord.
Nah, definitely needs to be a change, doesn't there, Lee? Definitely.
Oh, without a doubt. It looks dead now, doesn't it?
It is, though. It's just been nothing. Poor passes. Kevin De Bruyne, though, lays it off to Gundogan. Back to Riyad Mahrez on the far side, and acres of space. Into the penalty box, Riyad Mahrez lays it off to his left foot. Cancelo just ran into a cul-de-sac there. Not really sure what either of them two were planning there, but Zinchenko on the ball for City. Raheem Sterling now on the left-hand side, switching fade to fade. Into the penalty box. On his right foot. Pulls it back. Still got the ball. He gives the ball away. Just took too long. Ruben Dias wins back the ball for City, but Sterling, he's just doing nothing. He really is doing nothing. There's no two ways about it. He's been useless this game now. He's doing nothing. When he's on the ball, he's just stopping and hoping something will happen for him rather than doing something about it. And now United are on a very positive attack. Here's Bruno Fernandes on the right-hand side, whips the ball in, headed by Ruben Dias, falls in the path of Martial, heads the ball, and Ederson gets down to catch it. It's just so much shakiness about a back line all of a sudden.
Don't know what's going on. Like I say, he's got to make changes now, and he can't leave it another 10, 20 minutes.
Has to. There's no two ways about it. He has to make a change. Has to. We're not doing anything. Riyad Mahrez blocked on the ball by Luke Shaw, and it is going to be a yellow card to Luke Shaw. Nice bit of play there by Riyad Mahrez. He was going to be through there if the ball was played behind Luke Shaw, and he was definitely beating for pace. So Luke Shaw just decides to get his body in the way and block him, which is kind of funny actually, because Luke Shaw got his body in the way to block Mahrez, and Luke Shaw is the one who went down to the deck, and Mahrez was standing on his own feet like, what the hell are you doing? Header by Ruben Dias there to try and clear. Fell straight into the path of Martial, who had a headed chance on goal. But here's Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side. Zinchenko. Ruben Dias in the centre circle. Right now, Foden on for Raheem Sterling. And Kevin De Bruyne, Okar Gundogan off for Bernardo Silva. John Stones is the running riot, but he loses the ball and he's well out of position now. Riyad Mahrez, like a rugby game. Riyad Mahrez come away with the ball. Kevin De Bruyne driving forward. Raheem Sterling out on the left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka blocking his run. Raheem Sterling takes it to his left, pulls it in, takes the block off Wan-Bissaka and out for a goal corner to City on the near touchline. Between Mahrez and Martial there, both like rugby tackled each other out the way.
Brilliant.
Have we scored?
Corner to City, 59 minutes.
Not yet, mate.
Not even a close shot. Well, Martial came closest for United, put it that way.
Do you know that?
Ball whipped in from the corner. Mahrez on the volley, skies it.
Have we made any substitutions?
No.
Manager, when you used to be able to turn the computer off and start again. That'd be amazing right now.
Right now, Sterling, by the way, while you're away, Tom, gave the ball away. He literally took the ball well, brought it into the penalty box, just stopped. You thought someone had paused the TV, stopped, and United just won the ball by just kicking it away. He's doing nothing this game, Raheem Sterling. He's been utterly useless. Right now, I'd get Sterling off, Foden on, and even for Bernardo Silva.
So what are we on now? 61. What? I'd be tempted to bring Sergio on.
Oh, about a doubt. I started him.
Good message here, because we just don't look like we're going to score.
As I was saying, Kevin De Bruyne and Cancelo, who was driving forward, and he had to stop it because there was no one ahead of him. Pace, Bernardo Silva and Foden, and yeah, I'd say get Aguero on right now.
Where's
those
Pep
three?
bench?
He's stood up. Stood up, waving his arms around, and João Cancelo gives the ball advantage.
Come on, Pep.
He is eventually given. Bloody hell, referee! How much advantage do you want to give to him? He must have given at least 10 seconds worth of advantage. Eventually pulls it back for a free kick to United from João Cancelo.
I can't leave it that bloody
10
long.
seconds.
She can't make a tackle for 20 seconds. Is that what it is now?
That was ridiculous.
We need to make
28
changes
minutes
now.
left to play plus added time. City 0, United 2.
He'll go 3-0 down, then he'll make the changes.
If that. Probably leave it to the last 10 minutes again. None. That I don't mind that change.
Who do you reckon it's for?
Who he takes off though? That's
Zinchenko or Cancelo? Are you thinking?
me personally. I take Cancelo off. I think Zinchenko's had a decent game throughout. But it's Kevin. He's got only Gabriel Jesus. He's fans. If he can do something with this, he cuts it back. He's taken the ball. The ball's still in play. And United come away with it. It was a late. In all fairness to Jesus, there. Jesus tried to pull it back. Had 2 City players against, I think, about 5 United defenders. You know United are always going to win in that instant. And now United are just passing it with a bit of fluidity.
Come on, make a bloody substitution!
Harry Maguire on the edge of his own penalty box plays it out to Luke Shaw on the far side. Anthony Martial receives it once again. Back to Harry Maguire likewise. United City are passing it slow as you like, walking with the ball in some cases. They're playing the way City have been playing over the past 21 games. Passing it well, nice slow possession, and as soon as they're on the attack, Rashford on the edge of the penalty box, cut out back. Ederson, ball lofted out to João Cancelo on the right.
I just don't really understand what City team I'm watching right now. I wish I was drinking. Give me a beer.
Here's Gundogan. Go ahead of him on the left. He finds Zinchenko. With the Rams, like, come on, get forward. All of the lads. I think it's Fernandinho telling the lads to play forward. Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez in the D. Pulls it back to Gabriel Jesus. Plays in. Oh, good ball whipped in. And he's complaining that Raheem Sterling wasn't trying to get on the end of that. I'm surprised Raheem Sterling wasn't trying to get on the end of that. He just stopped. The ball was quite far ahead, but he was going to try and get onto that, but he was offside anyway, Raheem Sterling. It was a poor ball by Gabriel Jesus, in all fairness, but it's for João Cancelo. It is the change I would have made. Zinchenko's had a solid game all throughout.
Come on, City.
Look, hopefully that pace from Kyle Walker can get Mahrez to cut inside a bit more.
Fernandinho is hilarious, isn't he, on the touchline? You can see him just like...
He is. He's just, yeah. He's just saying, come on. He's doing what Pep should be doing. Get up the pitch. I'm so surprised with 25 minutes left to play. No attacking player has come on. Well, what do we know, lads? We got problems from the players and nothing's improving. Here's McTominay, Fred, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes in the centre circle. Luke Shaw is driving forward on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw, he's allowed space with the ball. No one's closing him down. Rashford on the far side. Bruno Fernandes back out to the left-hand side. Luke Shaw, we're back. This is how confident United are able to play with anything with the ball. With Mahrez getting a blocking for the forward pass by Fred, but it goes out for a throw-in on the far side to United.
Cancelo. He chose a really bad game to be shit as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's not all Cancelo. Our whole team is because the defence hasn't been bad. It's just that midfield and the final attacking third. No one's in there to put the ball in the back of the net.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be worried if I was United. I feel like we're a blunted spin, nothing there to capitalise on. And
Referee's giving a free halfway line.
We're nearly after another 10 minutes where we ask for a sub and when nothing's coming. We just
coming on.
He's one of them though. Him or Bernardo Silva is really strange. And we discussed it before the game even kicked off, so that's how strange it is that it's now 67th minute and neither of them have come on until now. Why the hell has Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva not even started this game? Or one of them at least.
Pep's obviously had a mental block, hasn't he, to this.
Interception, Kyle Walker, Rashford. Oh, luckily it falls into the path of Ruben Diaz, who wins back the ball for City. But United back on it now with Reece James, Daniel James on the far side. City just holding them back, forcing them back further with Fred, who drives the ball forward to Bruno Fernandes, edge of the D. It's our time. Gabriel Jesus is back in defence. We know how last time he was there, how that worked out. But United still on the ball. Scott McTominay on ball through Martial, one-on-one with the keeper. Good save by Ederson. Gets down well, and it is called back for an offside, I believe.
I tell you, you'd back United to score next. At the minute, I wouldn't be surprised if they score next. Come on, City. We get one, we'll get a couple. Come on.
Hopefully Foden pull something out of the bag.
Be nice, that, wouldn't it?
From Foden.
2 goals and assist, I'll take that.
What changes would you make now, lads? Who would you bring off? Do we know
Gundogan.
That's got to be Gundogan, isn't it, I think? Yeah.
No, sorry, Sterling off for Foden.
I tell you what, Martial's got to score that.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
City 4-on-3. City in a good attack here. Riyad Mahrez running forward. Play the ball, Mahrez. He gives the ball away to United. James free in our favour there. We had Gabriel Jesus in acres of space to run into. And we had 2 other lads on the left-hand side. Riyad Mahrez tried to take it on his own. And he gave the ball in straight to Victor Lindelof, who kicks out for a corner to City. It's such a promising lead and so late to play the pass. Marcus Rashford's down off the ball here.
This is dire. Serves me right for laughing at Liverpool before this.
Still miles ahead in the league though, lads. It's always a bright side. This isn't the start.
The problem on there, mate, we give them a bit of impetus. We lose our next game. Tell you what, we need to get something out of this game.
The gap soon closes, doesn't it?
We need a goal quickly. But this might be one of those games where it comes from a defender.
Just seeing a replay there of that attack. Sterling was literally on line. He was well onside. He was play it. He was in 8 space. He would have been through one-on-one with the keeper as well. But
Hayes off for Foden.
Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure about that now.
Come on.
I understand that.
Just cross the bloody ball in and hope the City play. It's the same effect. I'd love to know the percentages of a first-time cross to a short corner, and
the ball in, trying to feed Phil Foden on the far side, but the pass had too much pace on it. It's like Ollie and Pep are having a bit of an argument here. Pep's arguing with Ollie. Like, come on, fist pump. Yeah, we're all friends here. And Pep's like, do one.
Punched his hand. Oh, so he do something. Go for a draw at least. Don't.
Do you know what?
I'd be happy with a draw right now.
Oh, right now I'll be over the.
A draw now is equivalent to a win, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Oh, Pep, bloody, fucking KDB, frustrated.
Daniel James through behind. He's been Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker does well to put him off, but Bruno Fernandes on the edge of the D. Can't get it. Tries to head it back to Ederson.
Oh, I'm so glad Ederson is very quick on his feet because that was looping over Ederson and probably finding a United man behind him. He did well there to jump as high as he did Ederson there.
What was that thing with Guardiola all about? Do we know?
I don't know. They just Ollie was trying to fist pump him for something, but
Pep's probably frustrated that Ollie absolutely skilled him here.
I don't know why Pep's getting angry. He should have been making changes long before he did.
It's too late on for a start.
Yeah. Luckily, Foden's managed to pick up the ball. Feeds through Rodrigo. Foden on the ball now, driving forward. Pass out to Mahrez. Testing pass, but Mahrez does well. Few step overs. Foden in the box. Has a shot. Oh, it's just wide. Oh, that's such good play.
Oh, come on.
He's the out to Mahrez on the far side. Really testing pass to Mahrez, but Mahrez down. A few step overs. Phil Foden initiated that attack and finished it. Mahrez brought it down, a few little step overs, brought it out, laid it off to Kevin De Bruyne, who whipped it into Foden, and in the end, actually, a shot from Foden was well wide. It's his favoured foot. Didn't even look at the goal. And
it's a corner.
What? It took a touch off Lindelof. That should be a corner. Instead, it's gone out for a goal kick.
Standard.
But here is Foden getting a block, and it is a throw-in to United on the near touchline. 52, City 0. Foden's already showing the spark.
Foden's done more in 5 minutes than Kevin's done the whole game at the minute. Come on, City. That's right, there's 15 minutes left here.
Needed 2 goals in late positions in the past. Where's the spirit of 2012? Come on, boys.
Come on, City. Get 1, we can get 2. Come on.
Clearing the ball. Fouls Greenwood, lays it off to Bruno Fernandes, who's able to find Luke Shaw in acres of space. And now he's got Daniel James making a sprinting run on the left-hand side. He's still kept the ball, Luke Shaw here. Good interception by John Stones, but there's no one closing the ball down. United able to pick up possession once again. Eventually, Kyle Walker wins back the ball for City, but John Stones makes the interception, makes it in the air. It falls down. 2 City players on the edge of them closing it down. United man is able to pick up the possession. There's no closing down. Desire to win the ball.
Surely make another change now, don't you?
Got to, and there's only one, isn't there? There's only one change. You need a goal. You bring on that man.
Yes, Virgil.
We had 1 substitution. Is that it at the minute? No, we had 2 now, haven't we? We've had 2.
Yeah.
Pep
Guardiola, home results against United. 1-1, lost 3 in the past 5 home games against United. That's just not even close to content, let alone good enough.
Right, come on. You got 1 substitution.
Sergio,
it's got to be. Get him on.
Get the ball in the box, no matter. Foden and Sergio in that box. Kyle Walker plays it off. Bruno Fernandes out for a throw-in. 12 and a half minutes plus added time left to play. We need to step it up. Throw in from Kyle Walker. Tries to find Raheem Sterling. Cleared by Harry Maguire. We've not tested Harry Maguire enough for me. He's on a yellow card. We should be on him. Left, right and centre. But United just allowed time. It's Kyle Walker on the far side. Pulls it back to Kyle Walker for some reason. You need a goal, so your attacking players drop deeper than your defensive players. Logic. Kyle Walker is in the right wing position. Riyad Mahrez is in the defensive midfield position, eventually moving out further up the pitch. But again, Zinchenko's ahead of De Bruyne. I just don't understand the tactics of formations. Here's Cancelo in the penalty box, lays off to Rodri. Tries to play it behind, just have a shot. Rodri's still on the ball after it bounced off the United man into his path. Kevin De Bruyne out on the right-hand side to Kyle Walker, whips in the ball. Raheem Sterling, he should be getting a touch on that, and it trickles out for a goal kick. That is an absolutely delightful ball in by Kyle Walker. What the hell does Raheem to get a touch on that? That is a beautiful ball. He was onside, and that is all Raheem Sterling's fault. He's been atrocious this game. I don't like singling players this game. He didn't even get a touch on the ball. Sterling.
Hate to say it, but Sergio probably.
He would have. He would have at least got a touch on it though, wouldn't he? Sterling should have come off for Foden. Should have. Utterly useless. Here he is, Sterling. Hopefully he can prove me wrong, but I don't believe it. But poor City.
Sterling. I genuinely.
Phil Foden giving the ball away to United's goalkeeper. He's playing the ball behind United's defence.
How close?
Yeah, Sergio pitched off and all that.
He's not even 1 minute. I don't get it.
Do we need to accept that Sergio's not coming on, lads, or what?
You might as well. He's not even warming up. He's got his big coat on. Big puffy coat on, sat with his feet up. You're not warming up. If you're not going to bring him on, bring Bernardo or Torres on, or somebody attacking. Here's Phil Foden on the left-hand side, driving forward. Lindelof's come out to meet him, plays the infield to Ilkay Gundogan. Back off to Foden. Beats his first man. Good pass to Ilkay Gundogan. Foden's running into the box. Here's Kyle Walker. Out wide to Riyad Mahrez. Cuts infield. Riyad Mahrez infield to Gundogan. Back out to near, but nothing. Mahrez over the top. Phil Foden takes it down. Can't get the shot away and eventually cleared by Wan-Bissaka. Good ball over the top. Foden in position. He just couldn't make anything of that. Kevin De Bruyne. He had the perfect pass there, Kevin De Bruyne. Rodri switching the field of play to Kyle Walker on the far side. Right wing. Back to him. Ball forward. Almost fine. Starting it. Fernandez on the right-hand side. Taking it off to Mason Greenwood. Cuts the infield. Look around. Rodri's on the turn. Driving at United's defenders. Come on, Rodri. Push forward. Ilkay Gundogan. John Stones is further ahead than Kevin De Bruyne. But he's even running further forward, John Stones. He's in the centre-forward position, John Stones. And Kevin De Bruyne is walking forward. Get him off. Riyad Mahrez. Right-hand side. Infield to Gundogan. Lays it off to Rodri. Back out to the right-hand. Infield to Mahrez. Nobody's making a run. Nobody's moving. It's all static. All still. Everyone's walking. Wafting their arms up in the air. You'd think this was a Manchester derby. Kyle Walker. Gundogan. Walker. Infield to Ruben Diaz. Whipped in by Ruben Diaz. Finally a ball in. John Stones to the head. But at least it was in there. It was a two-sack there. Oh, for God's sake. Kevin De Bruyne has been non-existent. Gabriel Jesus was part of the game. Was sort of having some introduction to it. Takes him off and Foden's been lazy. Come on, Gundogan pushing forward. Riyad Mahrez in the D, pulls it back. Lays it out wide to Kevin De Bruyne. Ball behind in the penalty box on the right-hand side. Tries to get the ball in. He does get the ball in. Gundogan. Touch. Gundogan does well. It's kicked out by the United man. The goalkeeper. What the hell? Goal kick. Should have been a corner. Seen a replay. Kicks it. Does come off Wan-Bissaka last. It should have been a corner. Goal kick. Story of the game. 6.5 minutes left. That's the first bit of passion for me. Ilkay Gundogan shown all game. Corner. They didn't get.
%79% possession in a lot. Done. Too cool with it.
Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Raheem Sterling heads it closer to the corner flag than the goal. Get him off. Get him off. I'm sick of him now. He's been useless this game. He's made it worse. Get a decent ball whipped in. How the hell we've only made Bernardo Silva or Sergio Aguero on the pitch? But luckily we've got the Stones and Rodri. Come on. Ball whipped in by Kevin De Bruyne. First man is a United. Nunez and out for a corner. That poor ball in. It was going to no City player. But it is a corner nonetheless. Kevin De Bruyne to take again. Whipped in by Kevin De Bruyne. Header. Oh, Johnson was just too slow to get there. And it went out for a goal kick. Took a touch actually off Ilkay Gundogan's head. Ilkay Gundogan. John Stones was just too slow. He just couldn't get there. If he got a little lash out,
can we have any real complaints here about losing? Can we really have any real complaints about this tactics and poor starting lineup? I think I'm watching this game thinking we've not put the ball in the net. We don't deserve to win, and I'm questioning why Bernardo, Foden aren't playing at the starting. I just can't get my head around it, lads. I'm just seeing this really abject, poor performance by City. Yeah, we've had chances, but if we're not getting on a target, you don't deserve to win, do you?
If you go back over the past 10 minutes, more of our defenders have been further forward than our attackers. No desire to get up that end of the pitch. And when we do, we rush it and we give the ball away. There's no desire at all.
Tell you one thing I don't want to see at the end of this is more hugging and laughing with it.
Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. Here's Ruben Diaz. Infield to Zinchenko. Good ball forward to Gundogan. That if you can lay it off to Kevin De Bruyne, edge of the penalty bottom. Kevin De Bruyne has a shot and just blazes it completely wide, under pressure from the United defender. But he could have done a hell of a lot better there, and kicks it well wide. It's close as a corner flag again. Question: we have no complaints. We don't look to want to score a goal, let alone win it. The defence has been. I know we're 2-0 down, but the defence has been brilliant. I can't take it really good. Just. If you're under pressure constantly and you're giving the ball away constantly with poor attacks, of course you're going to concede. What's really frustrating is the amount of times we're on the ball at the moment. Last 15 minutes, all City.
I tell you what, I don't know how much it's going to cost, but the check lined up for Haaland so badly, it's painful.
So as it looks pretty much done that Sergio's going out now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why would you not start him? Why would you not play him today?
Why has he not come on? That's all.
I know. Not warming him up, is he? Like, you know what I mean? What's the point in bringing him?
I mean, if we were to get a goal in the past 5 minutes, if we were to get a goal to make it 2-1, you'd be a dead cert Sergio would come on. But why? Because it's 2-0 down. You don't think someone is going to get us a goal more than any other player on this pitch? Is Kevin De Bruyne gives the ball away.
An absolute nightmare, De Bruyne today. So
I tell you what, if he starts against Southampton, I'll be really disappointed.
Neither of them two should play next game at all. Bernardo Silva and Foden deserve it. But
is it full time yet? Bloody hell.
90th minute, 5 minutes of added time, and now Daniel J.
We've just not been up for it.
And John Stones has won the header from pushing Daniel, defending by John Stones. John Stones does not deserve to be on the losing side tonight. He's been brilliant tonight, John Stones. And he's been centre forward tonight, John Stones, as well. That's the really worrying thing.
Come on, ref, blow the whistle, get it done with.
So much for 29 games, unbeaten record.
You got to lose one eventually, haven't we? I'm just really disappointed it's with a performance like this.
Yeah. Was it you, Lee, that said the previous slide anything it'll be if we went on to beat Wolves, which you did, it'll be United that would. I'm not mistaken.
Called it, mate. Called it.
It was though, wasn't it? It was written in the stars.
It's going to happen.
The only consolation I can take from, like you said, Tom, a long way to go in this season. Yeah, we lose one game, we can easily lose a couple more. Rodrigo winning the ball back for City. Kevin De Bruyne on the left-hand side. He's got Greenwood pushing him, but he's kept over the ball. Kevin De Bruyne, a good ball, good find out to Cat Walker. He can play the ball in, he just sort of stops. Play the ball, come on! Kevin De Bruyne, a ball over the top. No one making a run, and it'll go out for a goal kick.
So it's been terrible, isn't it?
No one running. No desire. No will alone get a draw. Elizabeth Evans, I'm tempted to agree with her here. Definitely a fix. I can't believe how bad it's been.
Sheikh Mansour's put 30 million on us losing today. Oh, look, it's our players today, this is, look.
The Muppets.
Bruno Fernandes has gone off for Brandon Williams for United. 2 minutes left. I've added time.
Still time to draw.
We have pulled back better scorelines in the past from, haven't we? Let's be honest.
The problem is the QPR one. I felt like we could do it. This we just don't.
Yeah.
Feel like this just don't feel like. What,
Give him the ball.
I don't think this than Pep though. That's the problem. I'm not seeing enough here to. You know. I mean, it's a cracking win for United. That's the annoying thing.
God, yeah.
That's really annoying. Yeah.
Don't do a post-match, please. I don't think we can do a post-match.
I think we need to get one out of the way. God, do you know, I chose a rubbish couple of months to stop drinking.
It's from side. Puts it back. Lays it off to Zinchenko. Ball whipped in straight. United clear to a United man. City eventually win it back through Ruben Diaz and Rodrigo. Kyle Walker brings it down. Riyad Mahrez, instead of running towards a goal, pulls it back and loses on the attack. He's got Greenwood up in support. Now United have got three. Finds Brandon Williams, edge of the penalty box. Kyle Walker does well, holds him off, and it goes out for a goal kick. And Kyle Walker, thank you, Kyle Walker. He deserves to start. He's looking at all his players just then, screaming at every single one of them there, Kyle Walker. Quite right. Kyle Walker has really stepped up the game since coming on for me, personally. He's looked lively. He's gotten into attacking positions, and he's fuming there.
Great header from the ref. Get the ball back, you dickhead.
He is a dickhead, that's what I'm there. 5 minutes played.
Come on then.
Have to wait for the whistle, can we not just turn it off now? Raheem Sterling gives the ball up. If he starts against Southampton on screen, he's been shocking. Awful. He's not even merited a 1 out of 10. Nice has a shot straight down the throat of the keeper. Kevin De Bruyne has a rebound. It comes off Ilkay Gundogan. I don't know why everyone's complaining for the handball. It came off Ilkay Gundogan. It's gone out for a corner to City. Now they're all running. They're all running to get the ball in the corner. See the replay here. Kevin De Bruyne with a shot. Close proximity. Don't think that was handball, but corner to City. 96 minutes play. A 5 added on. Then United man, and the referee blows his whistle. Full time. City 0, United 2. Pep Guardiola, smile on his face. I don't think he can blame anyone else, like you said, Tom, but himself.
I think, you know, let's analyse this. Kyle Walker showed more passion in that 25 minutes than I think most of the team did in the whole game. I think that's quite possibly the worst game I've seen Kevin De Bruyne play.
I think it's the worst game I've seen Sterling play as well.
And Sterling. Just to read you the messages that I've got off my mates in the last couple of minutes. De Bruyne, Sterling, Cancelo, all shit. Best team won, can't deny that. Never seen De Bruyne so poor. The general consensus is that Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne get benched on Wednesday night. There's no reason why Foden and Bernardo don't start above them. They were so poor. Why they were so bad?
One question, if I was a reporter right now, I'd ask is why was Sergio not even warming up? Come on, he's been fit for what, a month now? He ready? He's played a few minutes. Why the hell was he even attempting to come on?
Yeah, if he ain't fully fit to play, he shouldn't be on the bench.
Exactly. Can you look at the bench? Torres on there, an attacking winger. Get Sterling off, put him on.
Yeah.
You know, I guaranteed he didn't have the best game against West Ham the other week, but I guaranteed he'd do a hell of a lot more than what Sterling's done tonight. You know, you've got Aguero on the bench, you've got Bernardo Silva. You've got these players that you can bring on. And he only made 2 substitutions. It was like Pep wanted, and he'd been at half-time and told the players. So it is like that. That's how it felt to me personally. We're talking as if United have just gone above us. I'm just seeing the table now. We're still 11 points clear of them. But that loss, that is just
We need a bounce back. There's no getting away from this. The game against Southampton is a Champions League final game for us now. That game is huge. We need to bounce back, and I tell you what, if we need it more than anything. We need to win that. Whether it's strength, we need to win that match. It's so vital for us going forward. Do you know that early goal from them rocked us massively? That early goal from them rocked us. The errors that we made in the final third of that.
Attacking players, Mahrez was the only one that looked hungry for a goal. He didn't. He played well in the first half, but second half he slowly and died down. Walker came on, lightened up that right-hand side. The passion, the speed. John Stones, further forward than Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan twice in the second half when we went 2-0 down. Ruben Dias was winning the ball as much as he could, but he had to stay back because our attacking line were giving the ball away that much. He daren't venture forward in case we lost the ball, because every time United broke forward, it looked like they were going to score because they had men, all their attacking players, wanting to find the back of the net. All of them. There was no United player tonight that didn't show energy or passion. And that is the biggest kick in the teeth for me. Because we were at home, we were at this game 14 points clear, 21 wins on the trot. And we showed passion like we were dead and buried and being relegated to the Championship tonight. It was, there's no two ways about it. Completely with you, Tom. Blame 100% at Pep. The lineup had no energy and no pace in it in midfield. Yes, you had Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne, world-class midfielder plus one of our most informed midfielders. There's no energy. There's no pace. They're known for the passing and maybe the odd scoring ability through one-on-one with the keepers, so to speak. There's no one in there to energise that midfield. Find a link-up play between defence and attack. Pass the ball 1-2, drive at the United defence. There's none of that. Bernardo Silva would have shown that. 100%. He would have been everywhere on that pitch tonight. Left it too late for substitutions. We only made 2. We had a striker who scored 8 goals in derbies, not even warming up. We had Torres, who could have made a difference, not warming up. The 60th minute or something like that. Half an hour's not enough time to change the team that doesn't look like want to score or perform. You can't put the blame at his door. It is thoroughly down to Pep.
Yes, pal. For me, it is. I think you look at this on face value again. I think we might be getting a bit of stick on Facebook for saying it is down to Pep, but I don't. I'm going to give you 3 reasons. Bernardo Silva, in the form of his life, benched. Fernandinho, the old head that can control a game. Fantastic game against United in the last game, benched. KDB starting when Gundogan is in the form of his life. I think KDB has what's the word I'm looking for? Quieting down the Gundogan. I can't think what the word is. Suppressed. I think KDB playing has suppressed Gundogan's creativity within that game today. I think KDB starting was an absolute disaster for Pep tonight, and I'm really, really disappointed. Phil Foden has 3 goal contributions in his last 3 starts, and he's benched against United, the team that he probably hates and he's hated since he was a boy growing up. I just can't understand. I mean, fair play to United. Hands up. It's one of them. Fair play. You scored more goals than us. That's what wins you the match. But we have to look at City's point of view and say, why did we lose it? Players on the pitch, me.
No.
Cancelo had a stinker. KDB had a stinker. Sterling's had a stinker. Really, really disappointing to end it that way.
It's not as if it was like a tale of 2 teams. United did defend well. But like Lee said, was it 27 shots you said, Lee?
Yeah, 26 I think we had. And then, no, saying that. Yeah, 27 I think it was.
And only 6 on target. United defended well when they needed to for them 6 on target. How many shots went straight down the throat of the goalkeeper tonight with hardly any effort on them? And then the shot wide.
United had 8 shots with 6 on target as well.
Makes it even worse. But
I think is that it for Sergio then? Is that it for Sergio?
So.
What's the point? What's the point of him being there?
Yeah.
He looked really pissed off.
And like you said, Lee, if he's fit, he's on the bench. Why is he not playing if we need a goal? We're 2-0 down. Bring on a striker. That's a crazy idea. That just might work. I don't get it. I'm not miffed. I'm just a bit frustrated that I just didn't see
Aguero on the proviso he's not injured.
Good point. But he's out of contract anyway, isn't he? So we won't make any money from it.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
I just don't get it.
But
I genuinely don't get it.
I agree with you though. We have to spend money now on a striker, whether it's Haaland, whether it's my man Malin, whether it's this. Is that even an aging striker, just someone who will still find the back of the net. Someone made saying Lacazette's on his way out of Arsenal. You City should go for him, having a joke. It's not a bad shout because at least he'll be someone in the net. But at the same point, if you've got a world-class striker in Sergio Aguero on the bench, granted he's hardly played, but if he can score goals, which he does for a living, it's his role. If you're not even getting him to warm up or come on, what is the point? It's just so frustrating. I've never felt so deflated after a derby game in all the years I've supported City. It's just I preferred it when we got battered by him when we were crap. Because at least, we tended to have a game. We were still up for it. Tonight, whether anybody likes it or not, United were there for the taking for me. They really were there for the taking. We had a lot on the ball. They attacked well and they finished their shots. Granted, they did well. But the amount of possession and how much, especially in that second half, the ball was in their half. The attacking play we know we can do and the goals we know we can score and the play we can do to link up them. They were there. Balls in behind, players would normally just work up for it.
One thing I can't get is how we consistently play bad at home to Ollie's United. What did you say it was? Was it we played 4, lost 3?
Home games against United.
Home games.
Played 6, won
5
games, 3 and drew 1, wasn't it?
5 games.
I think the biggest take from this is we've got 3 days till the next game. Rest, put it under the carpet, go again. We go again on Wednesday night. That's 6 o'clock kickoff on Wednesday. I don't think we can do anything else. We can sit and dodge that. I know whose fault it was. I'm firmly clear in my head of who picked the team, and it's not the same team as I would pick. But what do I know? I'm not paid 15 million. Wish I was.
We can see it. Yeah.
And to be fair, United could have had a chance. Martial had Ederson got us out the mire, and we were lucky. We just couldn't take a chance. If this doesn't show to the City hierarchy that we need to bring in another striker, else does. We've got to now. We've got to. It's unbelievable.
Whatever they want, give them the money. Deal with financial fair play. Get his cousin on board as well. He's his cousin as well.
Cousin's doing all right as well, isn't he? Yeah.
Get him as well. So get the pair of them. Little family outing.
Family outing, I love it. Right, lads, are we leaving it there for the day?
Yes, unfortunately so.
Right.
Up for it.
Well, listen, lads. We've got to look at the positives. We're 11 points clear in the league. We would have taken that in the first game of the season. Let's face it. It's always disappointing to lose against United. We just need to come back stronger. We need a really strong couple of weeks now by City. Really strong, and it's really important that we come back stronger against Southampton. We go again. That's all we can do, boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Come on, City.
Appreciate it. Go on, boys.
All right, boys. Catch you later. Thank you for everybody for watching. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, and likewise the other way around. Like and share the comments. Everyone get in touch. I'll read through the comments in a bit and do replies where I can. But we've had, crikey, 887 odd people commenting on this and really well tonight. But unfortunately, the result hasn't. We go again. You will see myself, and will I see you, Daniel and Lee, on Wednesday night?
Yes, mate. Yeah, I'll be about.
Fantastic. Yeah. We go again. Boys and dolls to wear, I think.
I'm going to roll Mahrez back in the dirt again, dirty him up again. He didn't like his wash, I don't think.
Get in, muddy. Right, lovely. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon, Blues. Catch you later.
Cheers,
Take care, everyone.
Bye.